Welcome back to the Vibes Garage, giving you guys a much needed update. We are in June. Today's June 19. I think, yeah, June 19. The Lexus is still in the air. It's been in the air the whole year, since last year. And we finally gonna get it off the jack stands, you feel me? I'm in no rush because there's a lot of things that needed to get done. Like the engine mounts alone took a few months because I started it, got stuck, couldn't get any progress, and Josh came and helped me. So engine mounts are in. Transmission is over there. I did my measurements, so transmission should be good as far as all the measurements that I was doing. Exhaust not going back on. I might use a piece of that, maybe the header part, because the headers is custom headers. Just run pipes from the headers going back. I had exhaust leaks, so no more exhaust leaks because I got metal gaskets now for it. I had those for like 8 years, so I'm finally gonna put them on. What else? New tie rod, new lower ball joint. So this is a 95 brake, and I accidentally ordered a 91 ball joints, but this needs the 95 ball joints to fit properly. Like, you could shave it down to make it fit, but I think that's gonna be, I don't want to do all that. So got flares up there. That's gonna go on the rears to fix this. Finally get her looking right on the rear. Got arms, tow arm, traction arm. Gonna go dual exhaust in the rear. Come out here, thinking of some the Fireball type exhausts. I'm gonna put them on there. These gotta go. Gonna put these on a drift car. Put my rear window visor back on properly because that shit was flopping the last few months it was on. Clean up my interior. I'm gonna do too much. I would reupholster the joint because my white is kind of not looking white no more after all these years, but and nobody drives back there. But money that's gonna cost, I don't know. Got a fresh flywheel. The old one had grinds, like marks in the teeth from the throwout bearing being too close, but I've did mat adjustments since then. So right now it should be in a good place to where I did my measurements and everything, because I was going to order a adjustable throwout bearing, and I don't think I need that because the measurement that I did showed me that like I have the spot on spacing that I need right now, or the throw that I need right now. So that's about it so far. Once all that's done, I do want to get some body work, which means the flowers, they gotta go because they're sitting literally right where the flare is. So if I'm not taking the flowers off and putting them back on. So like, if anything, for you here, if you guys are still watching, the secret sauce is to run the flowers on the drift car. You feel me? If I ever do them again, I'm putting them on a drift car. So that could be like a replica of this, while this gets like a brand new look. You know what I'm saying? My wheels are right there in the corner. So I'm gonna freshen those up, maybe change the color, and then throw them back on here because this is a perfect fitment for the car. Once I do the flares, I think I'm gonna be like an inch wider, maybe, but then now I could air out and like tuck them shits. So that's gonna be fire. And then with this, I'm gonna try to get some more camber out the front, so I could probably maybe tuck the fronts and get like a new look. Even though the way how my kit's set up, if I'm tucking, my kit's gonna have to go through the floor. So yeah, I don't know, but that's my update as of June. It's June now, and 2026, and that's the update that I have for you today. I'm gonna try to get this done. I have a kid on the way, you know what I'm saying, that's due September, and the goal is to get the car running before September. So engine wise, she should be good. I did want to like powder coat some of the engine components, but I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to do that. Look at that blue pearl. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to do that, take off some of the stuff and powder coat them. We'll see how I feel. I'm already so deep into it, it's like, why not? You guys are probably already seeing from my previous videos, I have a one-piece drive shaft. I have a one-piece drive shaft now. That's gonna help with a lot of the vibrations that I was getting, and then all new arms except like control arm, upper control arm. Even the front upper control arms are still like OEM. So yeah, the car is gonna feel brand new and I'm looking forward to it. So just giving you guys an update on the sexy LS. That is for the drift car. A lot of y'all never seen that before. That's for the drift car when I do decide to put a kit on there. So I want to learn to drift first. That right now needs a alternator, which I think I bought an alternator. I bought an alternator a few years ago, or not a few years ago, last year. And for some reason, I didn't put it on. I think I put a battery in and it was good, and I disconnect the battery each time after I drive, so it didn't drain it. But now I'm gonna have to put that alternator in. Might as well anyways, I'll have it. So throw that in there and bring it out to get a couple skids. And once I get comfortable, hey, we can start making her look good. But it's too many projects. This has its own set of things that I need to like sort. So like I don't want to do too much at one time. You know what I'm saying? So this, I have a short shifter for her. That's gonna be like a separate video because this is first gear. Anyways, that's gonna be a separate video, maybe an install video, putting in the short shifter in there, freshen her up. But yeah, she looks good. You know what I'm saying? She drives. I installed a kill switch so I don't have to keep on disconnecting the battery because I don't drive it for like weeks at a time. So I'm tired of it being dead, so put a kill switch in there so I could, like, you know what I mean, flick the switch off whenever I get out or get in and get out. So yeah, that's the update for today. The daily right there, dailying. And for those who know, the wagon is at Tino Automotive. That's gonna be sitting there for a little while. I ran out of money, let's put it that way. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I prefer to just spend my little 200, 500 on the cars that I could get running. That 2J, bro, it's a bottomless pit of just 200, okay, and you don't even hear that shit hit the ground. You're like, okay, 200 more, okay, 750, and it's just going down a bottomless pit, bro. So I decided to just put that shit on pause. It's at a great, decent place. And even the color scheme, like everybody was like, throw it in the Lexus. I don't want this car to have all that power. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I just don't. And also the thought process is when you decide to put the 1J or the 1.5J in this, that's going to be a whole nother 3 years of sitting because we got to deal with the whole wiring situation. I'll probably be in the same situation I'm at now with the other car, but at least I would have two cars versus one. Because if I take that engine, put it in here, the Subaru is literally just non-existent no more. You feel me? And I don't believe, unless it's somebody that's specifically looking for this car, the JZ is not going to bring the value of the car up. You feel me? Versus if the Subaru in running great condition, looking good, I could still get a nice, you know what I'm saying, check from that joint if I decided to sell it. So I don't know. The thought process is kind of weird. I don't want this to have a JZ, not that JZ with all that power. If anything, I mean, I would build one for it because the JZ is fire. I ain't gonna hold you. Like 1J in this, beautiful. But yeah, that's my update. June 2026, and see you guys on the next one. Peace.